It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC West. It's the Niners and the Cardinals on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go. Let's ride, dog. Let's go do this thing, baby.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. 13 yards remaining on second down. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Rashard Lawrence with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a first down on first and second down. And then on third down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start this game.
On fourth down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. Greg Dortch back deep. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the number 1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
Drafted with the idea that he'd be one of the most dangerous quarterbacks in the NFL when he put it all together. We've been seeing that progress throughout his career. This guy's legs, we knew they were phenomenal. Arm, top-notch. But now we're seeing his mind come into the game. Reed's defense is better and better each and every week, and is showing patience as a passer as well. Not as eager to exit the pocket and guys downfield for bigger plays.
Shut him down! Let's do our thing! Let's do our thing! Come on, let's go!
So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. To throw is Murray. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Murray now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Murray. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. Back deep, Ray McLeod. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. On the return, Dortch. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First carry for James Conner, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Murray going to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 34-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That whole thing was thrown off track thanks to the defense of Fred Warner. Really nice play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Conner. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be third down.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Prater's kick is good, and the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
This is the calm before the storm.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Third down, here's McCaffrey. Now the ball comes loose, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there. Sometimes that extra effort can cost you.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Murray toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. Now we're in a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Murray giving to Connor on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Let's go, baby. Let's have some fun.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd. Throwing now is Murray. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Three 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Purdy. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll take this down to the 33.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Let's have some fun. Let's get some fun.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Purdy now to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
They come out with one back and three tight ends. McCaffrey going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Purdy. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Buda Baker, the safety, he gets in from the secondary for the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
On 4th down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will tie us at 3-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive, but you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A good throw here, finding Pascal. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They fake the handoff, now Murray. This is caught. It's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Murray now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Again, a run with Connor. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Let's go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. His throw caught at about the 5. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Play fake, Murray. And he's got it. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Murray off play action. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, Murray. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
4th down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. This a 31-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
So all field goals so far, 6-3 our score as the kick is away. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Purdy from the gun.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And able to haul it in is Kittle.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Throw left side complete. That's Jennings. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
On first down, Purdy.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Back to throw, Purdy. Short pass tip, but caught anyway.
Touchdown! George Kittle from 4 yards out as his guys have now moved out in front.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it as the lead is now 10-6. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So out now come the Cardinals. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing on first down is Murray.
Out route, and it's complete to Brown.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Throwing now is Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Let's have some fun. Let's get some noise, man. Let's keep perfect. Bring it.
From just shy of midfield, Murray.
That pass complete to Moore.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Murray now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Prater's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, a look at the next-gen stats for the Niners in that first half. And their passing game has been the reason why they lead thus far. They've had great success moving the ball through 2 quarters of play. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they, too, didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter from the 6. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
First down, Murray. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On second down, Connor looking for space, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Connor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On third down, it's Connor. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
You know what we need, baby. I'm back to work, boys. That's right. Let's do it. Hey, what we got?
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Hauled in left side here by Jennings. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Let's go do this thing, baby. You ready for it? Let's rock and roll. Dig down and let's do this thing, baby. Let's go, man. We gotta be big time.
From the 22,
Purdy.
got his man complete over the middle. It's Jennings. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
Purdy off the play fake. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. McCaffrey on the counter. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Purdy looking to throw.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
If anyone ever has any doubt that tight ends are primary targets nowadays, just watch this play. He's back in the pocket, finds his guy, and they get a nice gain out of it.
That simple little completion out into the flat. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
Open man is Samuel, complete.
And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's Purdy.
This is caught. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Play action. Now Purdy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Getting in there and finishing the play off was J. Sanders.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
After the sack, 3rd and goal now from the 12.
Now Purdy.
Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. And his kick is good. And the lead grows to 4. It's 13-9.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Murray off play action. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there for the Niners. 61 yards. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football, and this is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And the next-gen stats, they tell the story. That's a full 67 yards in the air. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy lift come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Purdy now to throw off the play action. They'll roll him out right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Brock Purdy, an 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. But defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about coming out of college. You're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They got to walk that walk, baby. It's showtime, baby.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll start the drive with a give to Connor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff, now Murray. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Murray to air it out again. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath, and he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, McCaffrey. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, in this part of the game, the 4th quarter, this is where a running back really has a chance to shine. This is what they've been training for, to take over the game down the stretch. The defense, it's been battered all game long, and here, this is just a case of a runner imposing his will and deciding he didn't want to be tackled right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they need. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field. And they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now Murray. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
First down, Murray. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And the Cardinals are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
Let's go. They can't beat us. Let's go.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Murray going to throw. Screen pass to Connor. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Here's Murray. Incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cards have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. As San Francisco's offense returns to the field, they no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
In the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
It's showtime, baby.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Purdy off the play fake. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd and 2. They go play action here. Purdy. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Play action. Now Purdy. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
I don't care what you mean. They can't get none of this.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They stay on the ground, McCaffrey again, and they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the 6. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quick slant to Brown. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's more. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Back up. So we gonna take it away. Let's go.
They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. That's complete to McBride.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Now a draw play. This is Connor. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Let's go now, let's go.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Now Brandon Ayuk ready to bring out the rest of this offense here for this upcoming series.
Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Purdy. Got his target, Samuel. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about
should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Let's go.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right? Just us against the world and get it done. How happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win?